Token and some guy named Red made a video. What's going on, Hilltop Mafia? It's Knox. We're back with our breakdown series. So today, man, feels a little bit different. Not being a Token's place doing a reaction, but I tell you what, I'm really looking forward to this video. And obviously, as I deal with battles from big music labels, it reminds me why now, more important than ever, I need to continue to support independent artists, independent music. So shout out to Token, shout out to the homie Ren. This right here right now is none other than What Does Your Love Look Like? But before I get any further, listen, I got a sold out show tomorrow in Brighton I am looking forward to. But if you want to come see me, Invictus, and some special guests live, there are a handful of tickets left for Bristol, for London. If you want to come out and you're in the UK, you want to see us, I will put your links down below so you can get your tickets, so you can come and support us this summer. But anyways, what we're here for. Ren, Token, step back up to the plate. Let's see what you got. We are the products of what we see. Well, that's very fitting for this song and concept.
I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? 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 As much as I do wanna love you, I feel like we're speaking two different languages. Your house had a gate and mine had instigating, so that's the environment we feel safer in. You thought it was crazy how long that it took me to tell you I love you, like that was the weirdest. I only heard dad say I love you with mom in the room when he went back to singing his lyrics. So how could you blame me, cause you always choose to. You always choose to. You wanna know where I'll be at all the time, but that's not what I'm used to. Not what I'm used to. You knew where your dad was at work or he's home when he's...
I'll tell you what, man, just the musicality of this for me. And when I did this reaction alongside Token, right, and we talked about that he tried singing lessons, it didn't really go for him, but he's made a couple decisions on this album to get into the singing bag. And I like it because I just like the drop down tone, just some of the bassier notes from him. And for me, you start off very simplified, feels very raw, very inviting, brings the listener in because it's nothing but that acoustic guitar, and you see Ren playing it there, right? But shout out to Knox, Token's producer, for that in the mix, but you just have that just raw acoustic vibe. And Token singing, and it's here. And then when you get to this point, when all the percussion kicks in, right?
I'll be out all the time, but that's not what I'm used to. Not what I'm used to. You knew
right, that bass is going, the percussion's hitting heavier, the synths are just reverberating everywhere, and he's more, not what I'm used to. You can feel that aggression, you can feel that passion in his delivery. So starting from this, and then having sort of that juxtaposition up here, right? It just brings you in and then pushes you away. Much like the theme sort of this relationship, bringing you in, pushing away, and just the rises and the falls of it all, man. Love that.
That's what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you.
Also, I want to give a quick shout out because this is at Chris Webby's house. And the day I was with Token and we did our filming, Ren hit me up and he actually invited me down to this. So I could have been here for this shoot and would have been really dope to meet Webby as well. But yeah, it'll happen one day. Unfortunately, as a father with twin daughters, I was looking down the barrel of Father's Day. I had a decision to make. You know, do I go to this or do I get back to see, you know, my world, to see my gravity, to see two little girls who are going to be really excited? And how do I tell them that, you know, I'm not going to be there for Father's Day? So unfortunately, it just did not work out that time around, but I'm sure there will be other opportunities in the future, man. But yeah, that's our location here. And I love how we set this up because it has just, again, that very raw feel, like he's writing, he even kind of taps the rhythm on his notepad right here, which I love.
But I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
What does your love look like? I love how he just taps it in time with that.
What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
You just hear that, man. Like, so crystal clear, the guitar, like the fingers sliding along the guitar chord, and Ren is actually playing in time with it.
As much as I do want to love you, I feel like we're speaking two different languages.
That is not Token's girl. I will say that. That's got to be an actress, because I did get to meet Token's girl as well. She's awesome.
Your house had a gate and mine had instigating, so that's the environment we feel safer in. You thought it was crazy how long that it took me to tell you I love you, like that was the weirdest. I only heard dad say I love you with mom in the room when he went back to singing his lyrics. So how could you blame me, cause you always choose.
Notice how this is kind of like blurry around the edges, right? Giving it sort of that memory, that photographic looking back feel of reflection.
You always choose. You wanna know where I'll be at all the time, but that's not what I'm used to. Not what I'm used to. You knew where your dad was at work or he's home when he's taking the load off. I didn't know where until 1:24 the day I got that phone call. And I let the phone drop. I'm trying to be my best to be a gentleman. I'm trying to learn. I never had the chance. I still look to my manager, but he gon' teach me how to be a rapper before a good man. I grew up afraid to find a letter on mama's dresser telling us goodbye. I'm used to it all, so you don't gotta hold back and cry. But I gotta tell you why I'm not right for you,
Like right there, you can really hear that juxtaposition, but in this case, it's coming out of the aggressive delivery, right? Into the more drop down tones.
But also, you don't gotta hold back and cry, but I gotta tell you why I'm not right.
But I gotta tell you why I'm not right for you. I just love how he just comes so smoothly out of that and everything drops down once more.
I'm used to it all, so you don't gotta hold back and cry, but I gotta tell you why I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
And right here, we established this isn't a female vocalist. This is Token's voice on the harmonies. And then Knox took it in the mix and sauced it, obviously, and then pitched it up high. But I love that because you have, again, like I've talked about male-female duets and that juxtaposition of the bass here to the trebly voice, right? And right here, you've got that just using Token's voice and just using different layering and mixing of his voice. Just really dope sound.
What does your love look like?
Such a simple line, what does your love look like? But so catchy. And for me, just explains the concept and the theme of this song so perfectly. Like, I'm a huge fan of hooks like that are catchy like this, but also they provide meaning and they contribute to, you know, the writing and the lyricism of the song.
What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
I'm not right for you, but I won't get up and leave. Cause I hate the pain that is colour my veins, that is present in solitary. What does your love look like? Does it look black and white? Is it your kryptonite? Do all your demons get louder at night and the voices get softened when we're intertwined? I've been going to therapy lately, cause the cause and effect made me hate thee. The way that I feel when the loving gets real, cause I just wanna run and escape thee. Pressure that paints me, pressure of safety, pressures of promises that turn to maybes, pressure of bravely moving in the same direction. The pressure been driving me crazy. So my therapist said that
I finally get to hear this on headphones, so I really get to appreciate this now. It was a little, I'm not gonna lie, it was a little difficult having it on the laptop and then trying to, you know, talk with Token and just listen to how I normally listen to, but I really love how he goes, pressure. It's almost like that voice in your head, like you feel the pressure building, and it's sort of panned out to the sides of the mix, but it continues even while he's rapping out in front over top of it.
Cause the cause and effect made me hate thee. The way that I feel when the loving gets real.
Also, shouts to the homie because he played this piano.
Cause I just wanna run and escape the pressure that paints me, pressure of safety, pressures of promises that turn to maybes, pressure of bravely moving in the same direction.
I love how sometimes the pressure hits with his main vocal lyricism, and then at other times it keeps going and it just keeps carrying on.
The pressure been driving me crazy. So my therapist said that these wounds that I kept were created when I was a kid. And just like that, all my thoughts raced back to a Welsh town, 96. My mother.
Notice how he's laying on the couch like it's a therapy session.
I was a kid. And just like that, all my thoughts raced back to a Welsh town, 96. My mother was crying, my father was screaming and shouting, denying the sin of deceiving and cheating and lying. The weeds are uprooted, the garden is dying, but still she forgives. This cycle repeats, every night I try to sleep, hearing the screams through concrete, mothering peace, a vision of love, a lesson that fused with the cells in my blood, a lesson that taught me that love ain't enough and that love can be porcelain when times get tough. Flash forward 5 years later, sitting in the passenger seat of my dad's car with my maker. My dad looked shaken, turned to face him, the words that he spoke cutthroat like razor. He said, Ren, sometimes love can be complicated, navigating a world that we co-created, and I've made mistakes, but I will love you daily. And just like that, it's just me, my mum and my sis. The stress left mum disabled for a bit. I grew up fast then, cause I gotta be a new Ren. Strong for my sister, my mum at a loose end. Confused but moving through the confusion. My born new love feels fake like what does your love look like? Does it tear your inside? Does it keep you up at night? My brother. Does it make you feel like a fist in your wind?
Some very dope just dynamic shifts from a musical and delivery perspective throughout this, man. Like it gets very emotional. It gets very raw, and I think the music reflects that beautifully. And for me, it's the illustrative techniques that they use. Like, I love Ren's storytelling. I love Token's storytelling too, because you don't necessarily need these visuals to be put right there. Like, I'm in that Welsh town with Ren. I'm right there in the car with him as his dad's having his conversation with him. You know, you're put there in your mind's eye in these places thanks to the way that they've written this and delivered this.
Sometimes love can be complicated, navigating a world that we co-created, and I've made mistakes, but I will love you daily. And just like that, it's just me, my mum and my sis. The stress left mum disabled.
Notice how it drops here. Just a beautiful piano, right?
For a bit.
And it's almost like he's breathing, he's reflecting. He's like, this has just happened. He's now processing. And then as he says, I grew up fast, and everything hits. Like, it's almost like the music increases and picks up, and he is growing up fast with the music.
Just like that, it's just me, my mum and my sis. The stress left mum disabled for a bit. I grew up fast then, cause I gotta be a new Ren. Strong for my sister, my mum at a loose end. Confused but moving through the confusion. My raw new love feels fake like What does your love look like? Does it tell your inside?
I love how he comes out of that into his smooth singing voice and then back to highlighting this acoustic guitar.
Does it keep you up at night? My brother. Does it make you feel like a fist in your windpipe? Suffocate the feeling.
My brother. Does it make you feel like a fit? See right there. Again, we talk about, you know, drop down and then coming more up here and just using these just dynamic shifts within the flow changes, within the diction changes as well. Really dope.
What love's meant to feel like, navigating you, but I'm still not quite right. One night stand, make the pain stop one night. One more heart to the blade of my cold night. What does your love look like?
I really love this song.
You realize how hard that I work and you told me you feel for me. If I lost all my motivation tomorrow, would you still love me? It's easy to love when I'm up, when I'm down and you leaving. You can't even give me an answer cause you never seen it, and that's why it's hard to believe it. If you need help but I'm too far away, is it over for you? Maybe.
Wow, that parallel right there. As he walks up to his girl.
If I lost all
because is he just reflecting like the opening statement of this video, right? This was the only example that he had of love. And now is he projecting, and is he a reflection of that broken relationship that he witnessed, and now he's making the same mistakes?
Motivation of mine, would you still love me?
Love that.
It's easy to love when I'm.
There's a little moment right there that it just sounds like a beep, almost like a flat line, like taking a heart rate, just a beep. Like, is this love flatlining here?
If I lost all my motivation of mine, would you still love me?
Right there.
It's easy to love when I'm up, when I'm down and you leaving. You can't even give me an answer cause you never seen it, and that's why it's hard to believe it. If you need help but I'm too far away, is it over for you? Maybe I'm just not the person for you, even though I still could be the soul for you. Maybe we are meant to be together, but our history got in the way. Your trust issues, my fear issues, too many issues at play. You yell fast, I get quiet, you wanna see more passion. I've seen what real yelling can lead to, so no, I don't have it. I grew up afraid to see holes in a wall in a room that was locked from inside. I promise I'm used to it all. You don't gotta ever hold back and cry, but I gotta tell you why I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
Hey, I know that place.
What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
Wow. Very important visually when he goes, and it seems like he's going to break that cycle, but then you see that chain. And for me, just that symbolic, imaginary chain, like something still holds him back, right? And he's just, because he's witnessed this broken relationship, and it's made him so defensive and so protective of himself, and, you know, hard to open yourself up. And I get that as someone who also came from a broken home marked by yelling, you know, marked by, you know, screaming at the walls, going outside so you didn't have to hear it, right? And I talked about this in my song, Imagine. And, you know, you think about how that has reverberations and echoes and impacts on your relationships. And it definitely did through the years. And it definitely affected how I viewed love and how I viewed relationships. And, you know, broken people hurt other people, you know?
You wanna see more passion. I've seen.
But for me, he can't find the words. He can't talk to her. But what he does use is his music.
I cry, but I gotta tell you why I'm not right for you.
And he leaves her a note instead, because he's written this song.
I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we?
I love that.
What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
I mean, this is just true MCing right here. You know, just using your music to get to the things emotionally that you struggle to put into words in real life and put into conversations. And this is, you know, the beauty of music, is that we as artists can really pour our souls out and kind of find ourselves through the songs and through MCing, you know, and deal with the difficulty and the complexities and the mess of emotional issues that we're going through.
What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
Yeah, man. Powerful song, powerful message. Really dope video from both the homies. And I tell you what, right there, I'm gonna call them out. I got that same focus right? Knox called him out on this, right? He's got a couple $100 microphone right there and a cheap focus right. And that's how he makes his music. Token, as successful as he is, right? Knox is like, yo, I don't understand why he doesn't come into my studio with the few $1,000 microphone that I got and at least use that and use better recording equipment and quality. But no, he likes what he likes. And I love how he's just so down to earth with it. You know, he has his process, he has his system that he's always used, and he sticks with it, man. Shout out to that Focus Right.
Ain't you? We never change, do we? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
I love how it just like kind of carries on in the distance, echoes out, because it's a question, and I don't know if there is an answer to it. It's still unanswered. Wow, love that song from Ren, from Token. You were Knox certified. Hope you guys like today's video. Listen, if you're here at the end, obviously enjoying the content, do me a huge favor. Support independent artists. Support independent content creators. As I continue to battle, I got a big day tomorrow, so subscribe, notifications on. It does go a long way. It all helps. Looking forward to my show in Brighton. Don't forget, if you want to come out and see me perform, we're still in the UK. We got Bristol coming up, a handful of tickets left for that. We also have London. I'll put all links down there so you can cop your tickets so you can come see me and the homie Victus and some special guests live. All right, everyone. So stay positive. Take care of these. Take care of these. I'll catch you again.
Sit down, sit down. I'm like, wow, how we do it like that? Like,